You want to underestimate me? You want to disrespect me? Do it. Because when I come and see you on Saturday, I'm gonna hurt you.
Hello everyone and welcome to SOS Wrestling and to the 8th episode of our Local Global series. As you can see, we have quite a bit of money saved up for this episode. Probably going to need it because we have a lot of star power, or not even star power, we have a lot of expenses going into this show. Next show is going to be really expensive, and we'll get into that once we get to the show. But just going over a few things from the mail that I thought were significant. Barbie Hayden and Colby Corino have begun dating, which is kind of unfortunate for us because I really was going to release Barbie Hayden and replace her. But I can't really do that now because I don't want Colby to get mad because I can't pay him off because I don't have enough money. We finished last in the Tri-State, which is fine at this point, and JT Dunn recovered from his injury just in time to make the show. So that's good. I actually don't know if we used him, so it didn't really matter. But I think that's all we have to go over, so we can just hop into UPW Redefined 2018. So we start off with Tommy Dreamer interrupting Steve Corino's speech to the fans. He grabs the mic. Dreamer says, "About a week ago, I said I was going to hurt you, Steve," i.e. the video at the beginning of this video, the little clip that was played during an independent match, reportedly. But I realized I'd much rather destroy you than just hurt you. So I'm going to make you a proposal. At the next UPW event, we put on a 5v5 elimination match. If my team wins, you have to get the fuck out of my territory and never come back. But in the unlikely case that your team wins, I return your title to its rightful owner and leave you alone for good. In fact, I have the legally binding contract right here. Dreamer hands the papers to Corino, who doesn't even bother to read them. Steve signs his name on the line quickly, making the match official. Dreamer walks out of the building, smiling, contract in hand, as Corino tries to put together a team. Or goes to try to put together a team. So, reportedly, or apparently, according to Dreamer, because Steve Corino didn't actually read the contract, so maybe that'll come back to bite him. So, according to Tommy Dreamer, it's going to be a 5v5 elimination tag match. But that contract could have said anything, to be honest. Hint, hint. In about that, a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. David Starr defeated Alex Colon at 11:26 by pinfall. This was just kind of a filler match. The rest of this show is really just filler matches, to be honest. Except the women's match, but that's just because I needed to do all I really needed about that was that first segment, so, and the women's match, obviously. 34 rating, not too bad. After winning the match, David Starr is confronted by Steve Corino to be on Team Uproar. Starr gladly accepts. So it's got a 30, not too bad. Wasn't really expecting much from it, doesn't matter too much. About that, a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Kimberly defeated Virginia Blackwood and Britt Baker in 11:59 when Kimberly defeated Virginia Blackwood by pinfall with a Yoshi Tonic. Lee makes defense number 2 of her UPW Women's title. So, Britt Baker and Virginia Blackwood not doing great, but Kimberly kind of carried them a little bit, but Blackwood is improving in technical skills, so that is very good, and we will see where this goes from here, because haven't really gotten a storyline until Kimberly's celebration is interrupted when unknown music hits the speakers. Lee stands in the ring looking towards the entrance ramp. Suddenly, Penelope Ford runs in from behind and attacks her with a kendo stick. Ford says, "I hear you're a fighting champion, so get up and fight." Then proceeds to smack Lee with a kendo stick as she tries to stand. Ford continues her taunt, saying, "This is what UPW calls a champion." She takes another swing with the kendo stick, and then she says, "Well, I hope you had fun with the title, because you aren't going to have it very much longer." Ford takes a few more swings with the kendo stick for good measure before throwing it to the ground and retreating to the back. It's got a 60 rating. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we do have new announcers, Aaron Bauer and the old ECW announcer, or color commentator. I forgot his name. He wears the big fur coat. I forgot his name. Will it tell us? No, it will not. But I think we'll be fine with not knowing. I'll figure it out eventually. 60 rating, pretty good. Probably the best angle on the show. So I'm happy with that. And hopefully Penelope Ford can be as good in the ring as she is on the microphone and with a kendo stick. So moving on. In a decent match, Kenny King defeated Cody Hall in 9:34 by submission. 39 rating, better than I thought it'd do. So I'm not mad about that. And Cody Hall's improving her performance. Just another filler match, really. Nothing really too important to say about this one. Just to kind of get Kenny King over a little bit, I guess. And just to put a match on, really. In a freestyle segment, the headbangers are really... can't even talk. The headbangers are revealed as War Machine's mystery opponents because I didn't want to have the colony job again. So this got a 51, pretty good, not going to complain. And in about that, a decent reaction in the crowd, but subpar wrestling. War Machine defeated Headbanger Mosh and Headbanger Thrasher in 10:21 when Raymond Rowe defeated Headbanger Thrasher by pinfall. War Machine makes defense number 3 of their UPW tag team titles. They had great chemistry, which probably helped the rating a little bit, so that's good. But 32 rating's not great, and Raymond Rowe only getting a 39 isn't great. It's not bad. But this was really just to have them have the Headbangers job a little bit. So, not mad about that at all. In a decent match, Hiromu Takahashi defeated Flex Freeman in 7:28 by pinfall with a bridging fisherman suplex. Unfortunately, Hiromu Takahashi was really off his game. Normally gets like 50s, 60s, but this time he got a 47. So 36 rating, not awful, but as a main event, I'm not too happy with that. But this show is just for storyline reasons mainly. I guess every show's for storyline reasons, but I wasn't really banking on any really good ratings, so I think we'll get like a 38 maybe. Steve is in the locker room talking to his newly formed Team Uproar, which includes David Starr, Todd Smith, Raymond Rowe, Hiromu Takahashi, and Colby Corino. This got a 36 rating. So this is a pretty strong team, I would say. Only weak link, if you can even call it that, being Colby Corino, ratings-wise. But we'll see what Tommy Dreamer brings out in the next show, which we will get to right after. Yep, 42. Dang. So this was actually a lot better than I thought it'd be. I'm definitely happy with that. Just a really good show overall. So, yeah. I guess we can just move on to the next show. Don't remember what it's called. Maybe, I think it might be Retribution. No, I was thinking of this show. Who is our color commentator? Joel Gertner, that's who it is. Alright, well, that is the end of this show, so I'll just cut right to the second show in about a month or so. Alright, so we're going to start off UPW Wired for War with a pre-show match that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling, with Virginia Blackwood defeating Barbie Hayden in 8:58 by pinfall. It's got a 19 rating. I actually wasn't expecting it to do that good, but since they have great chemistry, that obviously helped. Barbie Hayden was off her game, but I mean, she never gets anything higher than like a 13, so this match was really just to try and improve her, because I can't really fire her now because she's dating Colby Corino. Moving on, yeah, she had performance improve, so I guess that's progress. Steve Corino and Team Uproar are standing in the ring to start off the show. Steve says, well, Dreamer, where you at? I've got my guys, so come out here and get your ass kicked. Dreamer emerges from the crowd, alone. He rolls into the ring and grabs the mic. Dreamer says, Steve, did you even read the contract? No, of course you didn't, because if you did, you would know that there is no 5v5 match tonight, and you no longer have power to create one. Steve says, obviously very confused, what are you talking about? Dreamer says, I'm talking about you signing over control of the company to Extreme Original Productions Incorporated, and which, for the uninformed, is owned by myself, Tommy Dreamer. And my first action as the new president of Uproar Pro Wrestling is to terminate Steve Corino. Anyone who objects to that decision can go right along with him. I know this may be disorienting for you, Steve, so I'll have security help you find your way out. 2 security guards grab Steve and basically drag him away. So, you probably thought, this is where the storyline ends. It's not a very long storyline. That's what I thought I was gonna do, but I changed it because I was like, there's nothing. I mean, I left it open enough to be able to do this, and I'd like to keep this storyline going. I think this is a very good storyline now, a lot better than it would have been, and I hope you enjoy it. Worker improvements, no worker improvements. 49 rating, not bad. Based on Tommy Dreamer's microphone, he has pretty good microphone. I think like 60. That's pretty good. In a decent match, the first match that's not the pre-show, Moose defeats Fire Ant in 5:45 by pinfall. They have excellent chemistry. Oh no, that's Tommy Dreamer and Moose. So I gotta remove his manager actually now that he's the authority figure. But 41 rating, 54 rating for Moose, so we might have to give him a title shot eventually. Maybe not until after this storyline's finished, but eventually we'll definitely be keeping him around. But 41 rating, not gonna complain about that. About that, a decent reaction in the crowd, but subpar wrestling. LAX defeated the boys in 9:22 when Santana defeated Brandon Tate by pinfall with a quick cradle. Brent Tate was unfortunately off his game, but it seems like everyone would have gotten 31 if he hadn't been, so a 30 rating is not bad. I mean, it's not good, but I can't complain too hard about that. Sorry about that. My voice is being weird today. Don't really know why, but I've got to get this video out by like 5 hours from now, so we're going to keep pushing. Tommy Dreamer is sitting in his new office when JT Dunn comes through the door. Dreamer says, Mr. Dunn, what makes you barge through my door in the middle of a show? Dunn just says, I just wanted to let you know that I never liked Corino. He didn't understand my genius. But you seem like you know what talent looks like. So I just wanted to let you know that I'll have your back if you have mine. So it looks like JT Dunn has immediately hopped over to Team House of Hardcore. 44 rating in this segment, not bad. And advancing the storyline just a little bit. Looks like JT Dunn just abandoned Uproar. Not like he ever really liked it. Kingston defeated Castle in 8:07 by pinfall with an American D after Tommy Dreamer interfered. Dalton Castle got a 44, Kingston got a 40 for a 42 rating. And looks like I'm going to have to remove Tommy Dreamer from being his. Kingston was really off his game and he still got a 40. So, looks like almost all the House of Hardcore guys just do really well in the ring, so I'm really happy about that. Moving on to the next segment. About that, a decent reaction in the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Penelope Ford defeated Britt Baker in 9:18 by submission. Britt Baker seemed off her game, unfortunately, but Penelope Ford did get a 29, which is second best, and a 29 rating. She can definitely put on decent matches for our standards at this point, because we haven't really had time to develop them for the women's division. So she'll take on Kimberly probably next month. Segment Dreamer is seen talking to Mahoney before the match. Just a short little segment here to kind of show what's about to happen, or hint at what's about to happen in this next match. 50 rating, pretty good. Decent match. JT Dunn defeated Kenny King in 9:42 by a fast counted pinfall from Aaron Mahoney. JT Dunn makes defense number 3 of his UPW Ironman title. And he sustained a torn calf muscle. That's great. Well, he shouldn't be out for too long, and even if he is, we can work it into a storyline. So I'm not too mad about that, actually. Alright, in a decent match, Hiromu Takahashi defeated Bull James in 12:27 by pinfall. Hiromu Takahashi makes defense number 2 of his UPW heavyweight title. and Bull James only got a 32, but Hiromu obviously carried the match, so 47 rating for our main event, definitely not bad. But yeah, we'll see what Tommy Dreamer tries to throw at Hiromu, because obviously he wants the title on one of his guys, so we'll see how he tries to get it off him, because this our first attempt with just Bull James definitely didn't work out for him. 45 ratings, so pretty good, one of our better shows, definitely. And we're kind of getting up there in ratings, so hopefully after this storyline eventually ends, we can get into the 50s. And that's probably going to end off the show. I don't really have anything else to talk about. Everything else would just kind of spoil things, so just want to first off thank you guys so much for watching. I mean, it really means a lot that you guys are enjoying this, and just thanks. That's all I really got to say on that front. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you did like it, please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. Really enjoy responding to your comments, especially on this series, because I feel like they're a lot more based on the storylines and stuff, and I really like that. Interacting with people about my ideas. So if you did like it, like the video, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.